Now, forewarn weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
Yeah, the lack of rain went from an annoyance to a dangerous situation, and it happened pretty quickly. All morning long we've been talking about the danger out there. I mean, even if you have a fire pit in the backyard, it's not just northern Michigan right now, it's everywhere.
Yeah, 17 days consecutive with no measured rainfall here in Detroit. Normally, we'd be happy about that because when it rains, it rains. This is a different story because now something as small as a fire pit in the backyard, Jason, you know exactly what I'm talking about at the house. It could turn into a bigger fire very quickly. Because of that, the Storm Prediction Center has placed all of southeastern Michigan under an elevated fire weather risk for not only today, but into tomorrow as well. The combination of the dry ground, gusty winds, and low relative humidity give us the perfect conditions to where any fire that starts could get out of control very quickly. And part of that, the lack of rainfall. Not just 17 days without rain, but since May 1st, we've seen less than an inch of rain. 92/100ths of an inch of rain. On the average, from May 1st to yesterday, June 5th, we should have seen well over 4 inches of rain, and we were very close to that working back into 2022, and it looks like we've got at least 2 to 3 more dry days in the forecast before we start to get some of that rain moving into the region. Tower cam over Southfield, a very hazy view this lunchtime thanks to some of that smoke from those eastern Canadian wildfires, but with sunshine to go with it, most of us into the 60s and 70s. 74 right now here in Detroit, same over in Ann Arbor, 67 right now working into Lapeer, and a warmer 76 working down into Monroe. The cold front has passed through Metro Detroit, right now working down toward the Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan state line. As that front continues to work to the south, we will keep some cloud cover under the forecast into the afternoon before breaking into a little more sunshine than anything else. Then that dry weather sticks around through the end of the week before our next chance of rain moves in late Saturday night. But I think the best chance for any widespread rain for everyone would be looking ahead into the end of the weekend on Sunday. Let's track that here on clouds and radar. You can see the frontal boundary. It's another cold front that's going to come with it. Moisture in advance of that front by 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Model indications are that this could be a very healthy dose of rainfall through the end of the weekend. Some much needed rainfall. That cold front passes off to the south and east late Sunday night, overnight into early on Monday morning before high pressure over portions of Minnesota builds in, and that's going to bring us a mixture of sunshine and clouds looking ahead into the early portions of next work week. So for today, temperatures topping out into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees and slowly falling throughout the evening. We should be into the mid 60s by the time we get to 10 o'clock tonight. And if you're keeping an eye on the forecast for Friday, Taylor Swift's coming to town. Her first concert Friday evening over at Ford Field. Temperatures into the upper 70s by 5 o'clock in the evening, down into the low 70s by 9 o'clock at night. So if you're looking for a cruel summer, not so much for Friday. We won't be seeing red because of the forecast, and no midnight rain moving in as we head into the end of the week on Friday as well. The dry weather continues throughout Saturday before that rain moves in late Saturday night and into Sunday, with more sunshine moving in early next week.